Good afternoon, people. Good afternoon. Hope everyone's well. About to get the meds on the way, the first one of the day. Hope everyone is well. We'll let it build up for a minute, see who jumps in. Big up to the certain people that was in the stream I just did with Craig and my bro Abs, Waffle TV show. Make sure you're going to check that out. Check out the In Hindsight episodes. Oh, Arsenal, mate. Now, I know there's going to be games coming up, so I'm not going to make this a long one. People might be live, so I don't expect loads of people to jump in. But I wanted to have a few little words on what we witnessed yesterday. Absolute snore fest, like just dross, do you know what I mean? And that is the state of the Arsenal. That is the history of the Arsenal. I was just talking on the stream with the boys on Waffle TV about January and what we might do and what we might not do. Big up Jacob. Welcome, my bro. Hope you're well today, man. Hope you're good today, my brother. Would appreciate if you hit the like. A couple of the people that's coming in, just hit the like for me. Help this little channel grow. But yeah, I was hot yesterday. I couldn't do a fan cam. My house was busy as it was anyway. And even with VPN and trying to find a site to stream the game, like it was messing up a lot. So it was on, off, freezing. But I did see enough of the game to see how we were playing. Do you know what I mean? We started off all right. Ethan Wanyeri with the goal. It was actually a great passage of play. Like, we actually started off all right. But we still looked shaky. We looked shaky from the beginning. But the game was going. You know, Brighton weren't doing too much before. And then we got the goal. And then obviously it made Brighton have to kind of come out a little bit more. Credit to Ethan Wanyeri. Literally our only creative spark in the team. Big up Jacob. I'm on a PC. I'm on my phone at the moment. I'm going to get my laptop very soon. Christmas, New Year's, all the other stuff going on. It's been pretty difficult, but we're going to get it. And when I do, then I want the community, I want the people that come into my thing to jump on with me. Big up Mally. Hope you're good, my bro. Like, what on earth did you make of that flipping game yesterday, bruv? Again, Claudio, Arteta, Mikel Ranieri, back with the tinkering. You know what I mean? We knew that Thomas Partey was going to be right back. And I just think that's fundamentally bad. And even the commentators said it yesterday. Like, every game Thomas Partey's been at right back, we've struggled in. Like, we might have won one or two here and there. Just like little stopgap wins. Do you know what I mean? You need someone in there to just play for that game. And that should be it. Other than that, it should be a defender. Thomas Partey hasn't got the legs to play any type of defensive position, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? No defensive position, centre back, right back, left back, none whatsoever. And every time you play Thomas Partey at right back, he doesn't overlap. So it fundamentally changes how we play. He inverts and he doesn't overlap. When we've got Ben White there, he overlaps. When we've got Timber there, he overlaps. So that helps Odegaard, that helps Saka when they're in the team, okay? It helps all of those players. Not only that, but we're crazy reliant on going down the right as well. Okay, which obviously needs to stop. It probably will stop now that we've got all of our right side out. But the point I'm trying to make is that, you know, you're not just changing someone like for like you're actually changing the way that we play. Big up Mally, no accountability, poor management and lack of recruitment. 100%, my bro. We all knew this as Arsenal fans. Big up Jacob, I subscribe, my bro. I'm going to subscribe to you as soon as I finish this stream. Anyone who subscribe, I subscribe straight back. You know what I mean? It ain't no funny thing around here. It's love for the love, as Turkish says. And we support everyone who supports us. Yeah? Mally says, bro, you saw my lineup. I would have rather played Rice there. Yeah, I did see your lineup. And I was saying, and I even said to you, I would have played Skelly there, bro. Or even this season, we've seen Calafiori at right back. We've seen Calafiori at right back, a defender. Someone who's a bit younger, someone who's got legs. So why not play Calafiori right back and Skelly left back? Or play Skelly right back. He's a centre midfielder anyway. So him playing left and right back is not really his job. But imagine he's our best left back. So, like, It's not FIFA, but anyone can tell you, anybody can tell you watching the game what he should have done. As Mali said, Mali even had Rice playing right back. That would have probably even been better. Rice probably would have overlapped at right back. Do you see what I'm saying? Then you've got Thomas Partey inverting into the midfield all the time. And you see Skelly doing it as well as a left back. But it's okay from the left. But from the right, it's not. Because that's not how we play. Do you know what I'm saying? So, every time you do that, the moment Timber got suspended... The moment he got suspended against Brentford, I just knew we're going to be in problems. We're in big trouble now. Thomas Partey at right back. Absolutely criminal, guys. Get a couple of these comments. Hey, big up this lipstick penguin. I can never say your name right, man, but that's another of my bros there. Make sure you go and show him some love. This team gives me Vietnam flashback, bro. And I think Arteta's got PTSD as well. Big up my bro Abs in the building. Make sure you go and subscribe to Waffle TV. That's my partner in crime there. Get me, go and watch all the In Hindsight episodes. We got 3 at the moment. Meant to have 1 done already, but we kind of done a stream with Craig, Arsenal Therapy. You know what I mean? So make sure you go and show my brother Abs some love. It's a real one. My YouTube name is Jacob VR. Yeah, my bro. Obviously, if you subscribe to me, the moment I come off this, I should get the notification and I'll subscribe straight back. Do you know what I mean? That's how we do it over here. So big yourself up, my bro. Penguin, people struggle with my name. It's the reason I spelt it wrong. Yeah, hey, it gets me, my bro. Glasses and everything. Still can't read it. But yeah, big yourself up, man. You're just Penguin. My mod, you know, like that. But I hope you had a good Christmas and New Year. But yeah, we need more therapy, man. I couldn't even do a match reaction. I was so hot yesterday. Liverpool again, bruv. Every time they don't even need to play and they have better results than us. Do you know what I'm saying? Then I was hearing talk about this Liverpool Man United game being postponed today because I think it's snowing up north in England. I hope not, because I don't want them to have another game in hand. They've got a game in hand now and it's against Everton. Now, bearing in mind, Everton, they've had good results of late. But do you really expect Everton to get something out of Liverpool? Do you expect Liverpool not to beat Man United today? Like, if there's any footballing gods, then Man United will get something out of the game today. But Liverpool are just too competent. I was saying that on Abs' stream, and I'm going to say that on here. That is the new hot phrase, the new hot word. Competent. Because that's all Liverpool have been this season. I don't feel like I've watched them and I've been blown away by how they play. They weren't playing like us in 22-23. They weren't even playing like us last season after Dubai. But they are very competent. They are very controlled. Yeah, they know what they're doing. Big up Penguin, he's big on that Waffle. Big yourself up. Big up Jacob, thank you very much. Yeah, man, come on, don't be silly, my bro. 100%. The moment this stream's over, you'll see me subscribe to your channel. Big up Michael Zachariah. Are you Arteta out? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I didn't like the fact that Arteta got appointed to begin with, especially when Ancelotti and others were on the market at the time. We're getting in someone at this massive club with no CV, no experience. He was basically Pep's cone man. Now he's our manager. So of course I want him out. I'm 40 years old, people. I'm not a young boy. Do you see what I'm saying? So I've seen my team win stuff. I was there protesting to get Wenger out. And Wenger was doing better than Arteta. So it's easy for me to say Arteta out. Before I even continue with the comments and everything else, it don't even matter what I want. It's about this club. It's about these owners. The lack of ambition from these owners. It's about what they want. They're not going to get rid of Arteta unless we're not in the Champions League. You know what I mean? They don't want someone to come in that's going to maybe ask them some questions, that's going to ask for more money, is going to say, well, hold on, how am I supposed to win if you don't support me? And to be honest, Arteta he's had support. Not directly from the Cronkies, but he's had support. He's had money to spend. And Eric Ten Hag has had a better 2 years than Arteta. So make that make sense, innit? Do you know what I mean? But big up Michael anyway. I am Arteta out. I can see that you've written another comment. I'm going to get to that in a second. Big up Penguin again. Yeah, man, I'm blessed. Some amnesia haze at the moment. Nice. Pain relief from yesterday. Yeah, bro. I'm literally billing it right now. Got some Skittles and is it Brit Scotty or something? So I got two different things at the moment anyway. But big yourself up, man, each and every time. Big up Michael, bruv, you're smoking crack. I'm smoking weed, bro. I don't do A classes. You played the most boring football the last 3 years. So how am I smoking crack then? Because you're right. We play boring now, but not the last 3 years. I don't know what you're talking about. 22, 23, we were playing boring football. I don't know what you're talking about. After Dubai, we was playing boring football. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like, we started off the season bad, in my opinion, last season. Worse this year. But last season, we started it off quite bad. But even then, like, we were still doing better than what we are now. Then we had the Dubai trip. We came back. Big up Jacob, if you're off. Big yourself up, bro. We had the Dubai trip. Arteta got Salt Bay to feed him meat. And we was back to smashing up teams 4s and 5s. We haven't been playing shit the last 3 years. So I'm definitely not smoking crack, my bro. Do you know what I'm saying? This season, I don't even recognise it. It's like Lenesra, like Arsenal backwards. I don't know who this team is. It's not the same team that I was watching the last couple of years. How can you say the last 3 years we've been playing boring? This year we've been playing boring. This year we've been playing worse than Man City. And I think Man City is the most boring team to watch in the league when they were going through their 12 with no win. Like 2-3 minutes left in the game and you're still doing side-to-side candy dance. Like, and I thought they were boring. But when I watch Arsenal now, it's like pulling teeth. If I had any hair left, I'd be pulling it out. But this is the question I wanted to ask my viewers, yeah? What is it going to take for this club to go and fucking spend some money? We keep hearing it's harder to spend money in January. No, it isn't. The money's the same in January that it is in summer. Some teams might not want to get rid of their players. You might have to pay a bit more. That's it. It's not rocket science. It's not hard. Gyökeres has a £80 million sterling release clause, which is like 100 million euros. But we're not going to get him in January for the sake of 20 million. Because in summer we can get him for 60 million instead of 80. And that's typical Arsenal. Are you guys not fed up of it? Are you not sick of this? Why did we change stadiums to a 60,000 seater stadium? Why? So that we can compete. So that we can go and get world-class players in their prime. Take them off different teams. Not get them when there's no position for them to play anymore. The only reason we're linked to Dani Olmo is because Barca can't afford him. They can't register him. The only reason we got Mesut Ozil is because there was no place at Madrid for him. The same with Sanchez at Barcelona. The same for Aubameyang. I was saying that on the show I did with Abs. There's reasons we got those players. And it weren't because we went out and went mad in the transfer market and put our bollocks on the table and showed that we're a big club. It's because we were just like the same way now. Chelsea, Man United, oh look, we got a few rejects. They can go and play at Arsenal. So I want us to act like a big team, bro. I really do, man. In the last 3 years, we haven't been playing boring football. We've gradually got worse. 2022-23, we was balling out, but we bottled the league. 23-24, we started off slowly, and then we built back up into it. And we sorry about that. Had a phone call. Yeah. Like, we only got them players out of circumstance, not because we slapped our bollocks on the table and said, listen, we're going out and doing it. Now, we're in a mad position. We're meant to be winning the league this year. The players have come out saying that we're trying to win the league. The manager's talking all this talk. And what have you done to show that you're trying to do it? Absolutely nothing. And then we have the start of the season that we have. Yeah, 7 draws. We got more draws than a drug dealer, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? More draws than IKEA, bruv. And I'd rather have a couple more losses. If we had a couple more losses and a couple more wins, we'd have more points. It's that simple. But even after all of this, the club still ain't gone out and done. And I'm talking 1 minute past 12 in January that the email should have been sent. Phone call should have been made. But here we are, the 5th. More players out. Sterling's out. Saka's out. We played Ethan Nwaneri. Big Arsenal in our 5th year Phase 5, 800 million spent, and we're relying on creativity from a 17-year-old. And then even him, we've run into the ground because he's now injured. And you're still talking about internal solutions. There is no internal solutions. How many defenders did we have on the bench? How many attackers do we have? What is it going to take for you to spend some money? We should have spent money in the summer. We didn't. So you've taken a risk. It backfired. Our squad is thin. It's short. We need help. Everyone knows that. Even Man United, with the worst period of time for them in their history, they've still won more trophies than Arteta. They've still spent less than Arteta. All of these things. They've still had a better season than our club. Sorry, a better 2 years than Arsenal. We finished second, we've won nothing. They've finished all over the place. They've won 2 cups. So what the fuck is going on, bruv? Do you know what I mean? Like, what is going on? What is it going to take for our team to actually act like a big club for once in their lives, innit? And just stop talking. Stop making excuses. Like how we played yesterday. I've not seen a penalty like that before, but bun all of that. It was a brain fart from Saliba. Pure and simple. Just a brain fart. Pure and simple. He did actually touch some of the ball. I did see that as well. But none of that matters because we weren't good enough. We didn't go for the jugular after we got that goal. Then our most creative player, you've taken him off. Oh, he's got a muscular injury. Declan Rice is playing through a broken toe. You rush Saka back after his hamstring injury, only for him to get crocked. Ben White was playing for how long and he needed knee surgery. Like, you're playing players on injuries anyway. You're playing players on yellow cards anyway. So why are you targeting our only creative player against Brighton? Brighton ain't even been doing that good as of late. And they didn't even do that much up until they got their penalty. Once they got the equaliser, it looked like there was only one team that was going to win that game, and that was Brighton. But they didn't even do that much. We were just that poor. No motivation in the squad. In the second half, I don't even remember a shot on target. So it's mad to me, man. Like, what is it going to take for this team to go and spend some money? We need help. We've got money. I don't want to hear about people. We've got money. So we need help. Look at Chelsea. Look at United. Look at United, what they're going through now. They brought in Amorim, who I think is a good coach. But even with Amorim coming in mid-season, not being able to spend, they're going to need to back him. They're going to need to back him. Look at Chelsea. They need to spend. That's how you help your team in football, unfortunately. If you haven't got a competent manager, a manager willing to take some risk, a manager willing to change up some tactics and stuff like that, then you're going to have to go out and buy. Because if you ain't got the players to do the things that you want, there's only one way to sort that problem out, right? Fucking silly, man. Our best players so far have been Partey, Ethan, Nwaneri, Timber and Skelly. Yeah, absolutely. And Partey keeps playing right back. Fundamentally changing how we play. It makes no sense. Big up Jacob, 1 + 1 = 2. Yeah, it's that simple, bro. It's not rocket science. We don't need a 180-page dossier. We don't need laptops. We don't need all of these a million different formations. We don't need that shit. Just let the players go out and play ball, innit? Play them to their strengths. Play them in their positions. It's not hard. We have no bollocks when it comes to the big players. Exactly, Penguin. We never have. We've made players, and all the big players that we had at our team left because we had no ambition. Fabregas, Van Persie, Thierry Henry. Everyone left. Or the Cronkies didn't buy Arsenal to win trophies. Yeah, they've even said that. That should have been the end of it then. Like, they should have just been sniped. Like, if there was anyone up in the fucking tower, they should have just been shot right there and then. What do you mean you're not here to win trophies? Fuck off then. Like, what do you think this is? Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you think this is? We're in January, and as Turkish said yesterday on his match reaction, even though I knew this anyway, this is the most beautiful January there is. There's no difference spending 100 million in January than there is spending 100 million in the summer. Oh, we're going to leave it. We're going to sort it out in the summer. Did we sort it out last summer? Because I know what they didn't do last summer. And that was fucking spend money. That was improve this team. 5 years in, 800 million spent, and we could still say that we need at least 4 players off the top of the head to come in and help the first team, not even squad players. Big up Mali again. If Arsenal are serious, whether you rate him or not, we activate Osherman. That's what I'm trying to say. Because Osherman, whether you rate him or not, is an expected goal scorer, right? Wherever he plays, you expect him to score goals. That's the kind of players we need now. So even when we were getting linked to Cunha and then Buemo, even though I think they'll do good at our team, they're not needle movers, bro. They don't push the needle. They'll still do good at our team, but we was looking at those players years ago to only come full circle to be looking at them players again. Why are we not going in for the Nico Williamses, the Lookmans? Why are we not going in for that kind of mode? Isak, we've been outpriced, 150, but Penguin said they just pay it anyway. Or someone said it on one of the streams recently. They just pay it anyway. Show some bollocks. But we wouldn't even need to do that. And with Isak, a lot of his goals come on the transition, on the counter-attack. He drops deep. I personally think Gyökeres is who we need. Someone to stay up in that area. Someone strong, powerful, both-footed, wins headers. He's actually got pace as well. 80 million. Go out and show some bollocks. Because you keep bringing out tops and varsity jackets. And I do not know why. I couldn't even do a fan cam. I was so vexed. I had to come off football altogether, bro. Come off football altogether. Altogether. And I couldn't even be happy. And I knew we was playing last. And I see Tottenham lose and I see Chelsea draw points. But it weren't me in the group trying to run off Chelsea and cuss them off. Because I knew what was going to happen. Don't speak too soon. And what happened? We had the same result as Chelsea. Scored first. Conceded the equaliser. That was it. Dropped points. Away from home. You can never talk too soon with this team. You can never be happy, bro. Just give us something to be happy about. Even if you went out now, you went and got Marmoush, and you went and got a Gyökeres, or you went and got Marmoush, and you went and got Osherman, or whatever. Even if you went out and done that now, and we still never won the league, at least the fans would have known that you've tried to do something. You've actually tried. Because all we see now is excuses and bollocks and failure. Arsenal and Arteta are too reactionary. They're not proactive. They are reactionary. It's ridiculous, bro. Honestly, it's ridiculous. He wanted to leave after the 2022-23 season and we never won the league. So why are you staying now? And we're the worst we've ever been. We're going backwards. We don't look like the same team that we did. At all. Big up, Michael. I like the team already, brother. Big yourself up, man. Listen, we can have difference in opinion. There's no problem at all. Like, you get me? That's not an issue. Everyone's got an opinion and you're welcome to yours, bro. But like I said, in the last 3 years, like, this is the year we've played the worst football. This is the year we've been the most boring to watch. Like, I cannot believe what I'm looking at. The best defence in the league, like, look like schoolboys now. One player's out, 3 or 4 changes, wholesale changes. Changes how we play. The players can't get used to each other. You know, players have come in and done well and they're not getting rewarded for that. But you rewarded Gabriel James when he got his hat-trick and his brace. And now look, purple patch done, bro. He stunk against fucking Brighton. Bad positioning. Losing the ball. Trying to run through players. Where's the jogger fucking Benito, bruv? It's finito. Both of our Brazilian attackers are fucking Peruvian, bruv. Bolivian. They ain't Brazilian. The same for Gary Elliott, trying to run through players. They're not invisible, bro. They're not transparent. You can't run through them. You got to go past them. Fucking hell. Go past them. Beat a player for once in your life. I was actually thinking, raw, Gary Elliott might be all right on the right. He's actually right-footed. So if you're going to just run and be direct, cross the ball in, you're crossing shit. Beat a player. You can't beat a player. Like, what are we doing, bro? What is it going to take for this club to see that we need help? We need help. We need quality. You're talking about Cunha. Not to say that I don't think Cunha will bang, but he's just signed a new contract at Wolves. How embarrassing is that? So you're just using us to get a new contract. You'd rather stay at someone who's fighting relegation. Because he can just say in his contract, well, if we get relegated, there's a clause to say I'm leaving. Bish, bash, bosh. That's it, innit? He'd rather do that than come to Arsenal and possibly affect the Premier League this year. Because mathematically it's not impossible, but we know it's very unlikely. But you can come and influence that right now. You can come and play Champions League football right now. You can come in, you know what I mean, if you was to come in January and have an opportunity to win a cup. But you've chose to stay at Wolves. So what does that tell you about Arsenal, bro? Like, embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Couple of more people passing through. Let's get a couple of these comments just because I've been missing them out. I like the thing already, brother. Yeah, big up Michael, big up Penguin, who is actually in charge at transfers at the moment. Nobody. Because all that shit with Edu happened. Edu was left. He's not taken up that new job with Forest or the consortium. He's on gardening leave, bro. So we're still paying his wages. So why is he gone? Because I was cussing out Edu, cussing him about his foot fetish, cussing him about all of this shit. Be excited. I'm like, what the fuck is this, bro? Look at who you're bringing us in. We took the whole summer to get Cauliflower and Moreno, and they're both cheeks. Let's be honest, bro. They're both not good enough. Squad players at best. You told us to be excited. So there was a lot of shit I was blaming him. Arteta was coming out at the start of the season saying we're short. So everything points to Edu, right? But little do we know that Edu knew he was leaving months before that. The club knew that Edu was leaving months before that. Edu ain't even allowed to take on the new job that he's left us for. So we ain't got a sporting director at the moment. And we're still paying the man's wages. Like the NVQ, McDonald's qualification business people at this club is unbelievable. Unbelievable, Jeff. Like where did they get their qualifications from? They must have bought it in the post or something. I thought it was Edu. Edu said be excited, bro. But now I'm hearing that we've got Wenger 2.0 in Arteta. He is a dictator. Yeah, he only wants people to be yes men around him, and the owners only want yes men as well. They don't want some big manager telling them, listen, I need some more money, bro, and you need to support me more. But money ain't the issue. I've heard that from plenty of Arsenal content creators as well. Money isn't the issue. So why are we not spending it? What is it going to take? Crazy, man. But we've literally got like B-Tech, like NVQ students running our business department at Arsenal. The amount of players we've let go on a free. We're meant to get rid of all of the bad attitude players on big wages. Yet we've got Trossard, who's like Agent Trossard, don't want to be here. You get me? You got Martinelli's just shit. We got Kai Havertz, Shy Havertz. Like, he's not the guy. And these are all mad wages. Mad wages. How are we even going to move them on? Terrible business, innit? Terrible business. Big up Jacob. I'm going to go live now. Come join live for free. Yeah, when I finish, if it's still live, bro, I'll come and join 100%. Big up Michael again. Nah, bro, you lot been calling for game time for him. For who? Calling for game time for who? For Wanyeri? Yeah, we've been calling for game time for Wanyeri. And listen, let's dispel this thing right now, yeah? If you're good enough to play, you play. It don't matter how old you are, okay? However, you need to have competition. You need to have competition. Even Saka. He needs to have competition. Everyone needs to have competition. You need to have 2 players in that position, standard. Like, everyone knows that. So, these players can't hold down their position on the left. Martinelli can't hold that position. I don't even think he's a winger. Trossard's definitely not a winger. He can't hold that position. So who are you talking about, bro? Talking about game time. Because everything that we ask from this club, Arteta seems determined to do the opposite. Because you said in the summer, we're getting rid of all these players and we got Wanyeri to come in, we got Skelly to come in. And even Curtis Shaw was saying that on the Arsenal tour, the club was telling them, we've got Wanyeri, we've got Skelly. Do you not? We've got Kai Havertz. You don't see what goes on behind the scenes. We're ready, blah, blah, blah. How fucking ready are we, guys, innit? We are shit, bruv. That's what we are. We're not serious. We look a shadow of ourselves. We've got no creativity. Like, we need help. It's obvious. Big up E. Ross in the building, man. Glad you can finally be here. I know I'm usually on in the morning, sorry, so kind of afternoonish now. Big yourself up each and every time, though, my bro. Big up AFC always. Again, big yourself up, my bro. Thank you for joining the last stream. Yeah, man, go and show everyone some love. Big yourself up, bro. Big up Eros again. 100% facts on everything you just said. Now I don't have anything to talk about. Bro, we've been saying the same thing for God knows how long, bro. I repeat myself every day when I come on here, bro. You're just negative or you're Arteta out course because I don't think he can get us across the line anymore. And I think it's proven. One player out and we fundamentally change how the team plays. Like, it makes no sense. You're overcomplicating everything. Like, ridiculous, innit? Took the words right out of my mouth. Sorry, my bro. Big up Waffle. Team is finished this season. Give us something to give hope. Yeah. Team is done. The milk has been spilt. So all we can do now is try and concentrate on the things that we've got a chance of winning. The FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Obviously, big up Craig on the last stream. He was like, I want to see us go deep in the Champions League as well. Yeah, that would be nice. But do I think we're going to win it? No. We ain't got the players. We ain't shown no quality enough to win the Champions League. I know it looks all right now table-wise, but don't get drawn in by that. But yes, I'd like to see us go far in that, but I don't expect us to win it. So our best chance of success this year is the Cups. And that's the only thing that's going to satisfy me. You get one of those cups or both of them and you finish in that top 4. And then you might get a chance to go again. But I don't think Arteta's the right guy for it. I don't think he can manage a world-class player. Big up Waffle again. Hit the likes, people. Yeah, man. Big up, man. Make sure you go and subscribe to my boy Abs as well. Hit the like. It helps out us little channels. Smaller channels, if I can get my words out. Big up AFC again. Arteta can't manage injuries, squads, lineups, or manage to use the players in their correct position. We're a big club with no elite manager and no elite director. And no elite players, bro. I rate Saka. I think if he ain't world class, he's like teetering on it. Because for me, you got to be consistently performing for 3 to 4 years in your position and be in the top 3 to 5 in that discussion. And Saka is, but I still don't think he's directly there yet. You know, I think William Saliba's world class, but apart from that, I think Gabriel Magalhaes has got the potential to be world class, but we ain't got world class players. So how are we going to win the Champions League or the league? I really don't think, even if Arteta was to get given the money, I don't know if he can get a world class player across the line, guys. Can he manage them? Look how he's managed other players. We had Aubameyang playing wing back at one point. And this is the guy that we're trusting to get us across the line. We got AFC again. If Arteta had a purple star in jiu-jitsu, he would still fail with you. That's what I'm trying to say. His tactics, guys. Tactics. They're awful, bro. Like, he looks like he actually he panics. Like, he's panicking. You try to do all this rotation, it don't work, and then you got to bring on everybody else who's meant to be getting a rest. Panicking, bro. Ridiculous. Big up Evos, Gary Elliott. Yeah, bro. Old Martin. Do you know what I mean? Can't call him Martinelli no more. Gary Elliott. Just Martin. Like, he's terrible now, isn't it? And how much more are we going to give him space? He definitely don't deserve a new contract. He's had one good season for our club. One. More excited for a root canal. Yeah, big up E-Ross. That's what I'm trying to say. Be excited, you know. For what? It's Groundhog Day. I've seen this over and over again. I'm old enough to know. Big up Blacker Music, man. Big up, man. Each and every time, make sure you're going to subscribe to Blacker. Go and show him some love as well. I don't know. I can't see if you're a mod on this thing, so I'll sort it out after. Oh, big up Michael. We're talking about Wanyeri. Yeah, we wanted him to play when Odegaard was out, my bro. Do you know what I mean? Because we was missing creativity in the midfield. And even now, you know, we're still kind of lackluster in terms of creativity in the midfield. And now we've had Saka and Sterling out. We wanted Wanyeri to play. You're damn right. And he has been playing. But now look, he's got a muscular injury. You brought him on for the last 6 to 8 minutes in bare Premier League games. I don't know what's the point of doing that. You don't really want to play him with Odegaard. Even in games where we're calling out for creativity, Everton at home, they didn't even try and score, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? They weren't even trying to win the game. And instead of us putting on more attackers, we're putting on like for like and defenders. Because we didn't have options. Do you know what I mean? When teams do this low block thing, like, where's our creative nous to unlock the team? We ain't got any of that. We ain't got any of that. We really ain't got any of that. So where's the tactics, guys? Where's the tactics? It's a disgrace. I don't want to hear about light bulbs and lemons. Any man playing FIFA can work out what he needs to do in the squad. But this guy never does. Timber's out. We knew it was going to be a mess. You got 3 DMs in midfield and then another DM at right back. And we still look shaky. We still look like we were going to concede. Do you know what I mean? Crazy, bro. But yeah, you're right, Michael. Big up, Michael. We was calling from Wanyeri. We was. Because if you're good enough, you should start. It's not age. But where I think the issue comes in is minute management and clubs not looking after their players. Look at Yamin Yamal or whatever his name is. Lamine Yamal. He's 17, right? And I swear he's on his like 3rd injury of his career already. 3rd injury of his career already. So I did make another little short on my channel when I was asking, are we playing too many games? Is there too many games this year? But then when I really think about it, no. Just have bigger squads. Every club would have known about the extra Champions League games. They would have known about the free international breaks, all in the winter break. They would have known about, all the clubs would have known about that. And you failed to prepare. That's basically it. So as I keep saying, if you're good enough to play. The issue is minute management. Like even Maresca was doing that very well at Chelsea. The last 4 games has been a bit of a myth, but in terms of the substitutions he was making, keeping it fresh, the same as Slot, minute management. That's all it is. Yes, there's more games. Just have a bigger squad then. Because a lot of the clubs in the top 10 at least are going to be making more money out of all of these games, innit? So have a bigger squad, innit? Big up Mali. This game was important. Excuse me. Morale-wise, this cup game against Newcastle, I bet we lose now. Listen. Even before we played against Brighton, even before... The moment we got drawn to Newcastle, I weren't celebrating like I saw some other Arsenal fans celebrating. Because we haven't beaten Newcastle at St James's in 2 years, bro. We've had 1 shot in target in 2 years. And the second leg is at St James's. So if we don't beat them comfortably at the Emirates, it could be very spooky at St James's. This isn't a gimme. Us having Newcastle isn't a gimme. And with Arteta in the way that he thinks... you're not putting respect on the cup's name, so Newcastle will put the respect on its name. They will come in to try and win this thing because that's the best thing they've got this year. It's the best thing we've got this year. But Arsenal and Arteta don't want to admit it. Do you know what I'm saying? Sorry. Arsenal and Arteta, they don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit that shit's gone sideways this season. You took a risk, it never worked. It happens. Does that mean you never take a risk again in your life? Do you see what I'm saying? Big up Kingdom of Boxing, my brother. Hope you're well, my bro. Hope you had a good Christmas, a good New Year. What's the name of your manager, my bro? What phase is he in? And there was me, me and my brethren Kingdom, like we've known each other a little while off this YouTube thing. We've been, we were being cordial, innit? We're being respectful. I like Nottingham Forest. You get me? And I'm saying, yo, you man look good this year. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, but maybe they'll get top 10, top 6. Because they look good. They look good. But I didn't expect them to last. And now if they win their game, do they play today? No, I think they play on Monday, innit? If they win their game, they're above us. If they win their game, they're above us. You got Wolfie giving bare chest on them platforms and that. Nottingham Forest, bro. So Arteta needs to be fucking ashamed. Ashamed is a disgrace, guys. It's a fucking disgrace. Man City have their biggest fall off ever, and we're nowhere near it. It is mad. Let me get some of these comments. Big up Michael, looking good for 4. Hey, my brother, big yourself up, man. I actually think I look a mess, but big yourself up, man. It's not about all of that anyway. It's just about Arsenal opinions, innit? But the reason why I even mention my age, right, is because we got a lot of new school fans. Young teenagers, young people, people in the early 20s. They've only ever see us be shit. They've only ever see us finish 8th and 5th. So they ain't got standards. So when they see Arteta coming in and we've had a couple of seconds and we look like we're doing all right, they think it's the return of Jesus, bro. It's the return of Wenger. That's what they think. So they haven't got any standards. They haven't seen us do shit. They haven't seen us get Wenger out for basically doing what we're doing now. He was actually doing more. Top 4 and cups. Right now we're just getting top 4, no cups. So that's why I have to bring up the age, because there is a disparity. There is, you know what I'm saying? There is a disconnect. Those new school fans don't know Arsenal like I know Arsenal. I don't care. When I was in school, I was good. We was always challenging. We was doing good in the Champions League. We never won it, but we were still doing better than we are now. We were challenging for the league with Man United. Doubles, invincibles, tight, like, do you know what I mean? The most FA Cups. I've been there for a lot of them. So these new school fans that seen us come up from 8th and 5th and think that we're actually doing really good and all this progress, you don't know it like we know it. Let me get back into some of these comments though. Big up everyone, man. Hope you're good, man. Yeah, man, I'm good, my G. Hope you're well, man. Hope you had a good new year and all that. Big up AFC always. Waffle TVs, bigging up Waffle. Yeah, man. Big up Michael. I like how you read a comment and go on a mini rant. Yeah, no, because this is what gets me through. A lot of the times, bro, like I'll come on here and I'm literally just rehashing the same fucking points because it don't ever get addressed. And we're literally Groundhog Day every single day. Do you know what I mean? Like, so when I just come on here, man, I come on here to vent, come on here to rap with you, man. And yeah, I'll have a little mini rant, man. Absolutely. Remember at the beginning of the season, I said Forest are on smoke, Liverpool win the league. Yeah, of course. You started very well. Tottenham were on smoke last year as well after 10 games. And we know how that ended. But you did say that, bro. And even I was like, yeah, cool. I knew Liverpool was on smoke. I didn't write them off. I was just like, let's see how they do with a new manager. They've had the same team. It's not changed. This world-class team that everyone's bigging up is the same team we've come above 2 years in a row. So, yeah. I'm expecting us to go out in the transfer window. I'm expecting us to make a splash. I'm expecting us to really show that we're trying to win this league, and we didn't. Look at Forest, bro. Cooking, bruv. If they win tomorrow, they're above us. You can't say it's just fluke now. You can't say it's the first 10 games. We're into the new year. We're like halfway through the season, bro. So Forest are there for a top 4. How does that look? How does that make everyone else look? The Chelseas, the Tottenhams, the Newcastles. How does it make us look? Terrible, bruv. Fucking terrible, bruv. Big up Khaleesi S. Hope you're well today, man. Big yourself up, man. Thanks for joining. Has Hugh Janus signed up for Arsenal yet? From King's Cross. Bro, no one signed for Arsenal, bruv. I'm seeing us getting linked with an Igor James, bruv. Another James. We don't need any more Jesuses, bruv. Unless it's the real Jesus of Nazareth, then we don't need any more Jesuses to come through this door, bro. And of course, here we are, 5th of Jan. Have we bought anyone? Of course not. Of course not. As I keep saying, if this club was serious, 1 minute past 12, there would have been emails dash out, phone calls. Like, man would have been sitting there with the coffee, like, should have been earmarked. Long before Saka got injured, long before Sterling got injured. Earmark. Should have been done. Long time. And it just wasn't. So I knew that we weren't going to be serious. I knew that we weren't going to buy anyone in January. And if we do buy anyone in January, it will be right towards the end of January. And we will hear about how much problems we've had in the January window, how difficult it was. And it really ain't. It really ain't. Big up my bro Abs again. Don't we have a better goal difference? Than who, bro? What, than last year? I don't know. I don't know. But we're doing worse than last year. In there enough every metric. You know what I'm saying? Big up Godfrey. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're well today, my bro. Big yourself up, man. Always showing love. One of my mods there. Big up Godfrey. Big up Khaleesi again. Arteta pisses me off, man. Yeah. If he was a manager really about if he had a backbone, because he come out and said we were short. That was back in the summer. And we're talking like coming towards the end of the transfer window as well. We're short. Edu, be excited, but now he's on gardening leave. So there's something going on behind the scenes. And I honestly believe, I don't even know what to believe. Like the Spider-Man meme. Who do you point the finger at? For me, I have to point the finger at the owners. They're the ones that run this club, innit? So if we ain't got no money or we're not allowed to spend or anything like that, that's on the owners. Arteta, you come out and said we're short. That's probably about as brave as you're going to get. Edu's now been sacked on gardening leave. So there's something rotten behind the scenes. Why are the owners not saying, raw? We're tapped into our fan base. No one's happy. We're not happy with how we started this season. Yeah, we're not where we want to be. Yes, we're second, but do you know what I'm saying? Everyone can see we're not firing on all cylinders. We're actually the worst I've seen us in years. And the owners are not coming through saying, yo, do some spring cleaning. Liven this up a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, at least give us something to be optimistic about going into the rest of the season. And I don't read the future. But if we get to like mid-January, end of January, still no sign, bro, look at what you're seeing already. I could have told you this weeks ago. And I ain't Mystic Meg. I ain't got a crystal ball, bruv. I've just been an Arsenal fan my whole life. And I've seen it. I've heard it all before. Big up Eros. Big up fellas. Waffle TV show. Godfrey in the chat. Yeah, man. Big up my bros then. Big up Eros as well. Make sure you're going to show Ross some love. I don't know if you do a YouTube channel, my bro, but I subscribe to you anyway. Subscribe to Godfrey. Yeah, man. Big up all the people showing some love, man. Hit the like as well for me, please. I'm not usually on this late in the afternoon. That is going to change this year. There will be evening shows as well. I will be getting people on the channel. But yeah, man, I know there's games playing as well, so I didn't want to be on there too long, but I did want to just chat about the game. Like, it's awful to watch. I hate watching Arsenal nowadays, bro. We're boring. All of these meddling, all of these tinkering. One player out and the whole team changes how it plays. Then it don't work. Then you've got to bring on all of your subs that you didn't really want to bring on. These men are meant to have rest. And then on top of all of that, we've got illnesses now. And we're not the only team. We're not the only team with illnesses and injuries. Loads of teams have got players out, injured, suspensions. That's why I asked the question, is there too many games? Maybe there is, but there's an easy solution. Be prepared. Yeah? Teams are allowed to make 5 substitutions instead of 3 nowadays. That's the only thing guaranteed in life is change, except for Arsenal, because Arsenal don't change. So we've got 5 substitutions now. More games. So get bigger squad. We come in with 22 players. 22 players. We got rid of bare midfielders. We got rid of creativity and didn't replace it. No like-for-like replacements. Desperation in Sterling. And that's what they do to us. They leave us till we're starving, bruv. And then whatever scrub they bring in at the end, whatever scrub they drag across the line, right at the end of the window, we're all just like, oh, all right then. Because we're starving, bro. That's the whole Sterling transfer in a nutshell. We were starving. We needed bodies. Just someone, anybody. And they got Sterling. Desperation. Look at him. He stinks, bro. How are we paying him 100 grand? And he's injured. He didn't even play enough to be injured. What must he be doing on the training ground? If Arteta don't want to play you, send him back to Chelsea, bruv. What are we paying this guy's wages for? Big up Kingdom of Boxing. So are you Arteta? Of course. I've been Arteta out, bro. But the last couple of years, I've given him the benefit of the doubt. I've tried not to be negative. Even last year, had me believing a little bit. Even last year. Even though I didn't think we were going to win the league, I was still believing a little bit. It was the last game of the season, bro. And I saw the Premiership trophy at my stadium, at the Emirates. Over 20 years, I ain't seen nothing like that. So I'm thinking, boy, well, you have to be in it to win it, like the lottery, innit? So if we're up until the last day, we've got a chance. I didn't think we would, and we didn't. But we were in it till the last day. So unless you're doing that again, nothing else is going to be satisfactory. And even that, in it till the last day, it just hurts more even. Finishing second and finishing fourth don't feel that much different, bro. You just get bantered less. And I was still getting bantered by Man United and Liverpool fans last season. Last season, where Man United finished. Last season. But they won a cup. And I didn't, so I was getting bantered. Liverpool finished third. They won the Carabao. I was getting bantered. We had a better season than you. Who cares if you come runners up? You never got to show no armpits. Bantered. By Man United. Liverpool's always been there or thereabouts. They finished third. They lifted a trophy. We never. Eric Ten Hag got sacked 2.5 years at United. 600 million spent. He won more trophies than Arteta. So what are we talking about? Big up Eros, owners, optimism equals money. Big up Mally, big up to you, bro. I'm about to film a video, love. Yeah, big up Mally, man. Make sure you go and subscribe to Mally each and every time. Showing some love. I'm about to come off in a minute anyway, man. I've been on longer than I wanted to. I know there's games playing, so we're going to go and catch up with the football, man. Big up Kingdom of Boxing. Have you seen Nottingham Forest owner greeting players in a tunnel after a match? That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if that's a standard thing. When I saw Abramovich coming to Chelsea, he looked like someone that would do that kind of thing. He was at the games. He spent his own money. He cleared their debt. When Mansour took over, Man City regenerated the area, cleared their shit, spent on their team, made sure they were winning on the pitch. Winning on the pitch. So it don't matter what they do now, whether they build hotels, whether they remake their stadium, it don't matter what they do. They've got a winning team. So the fans will be okay with it. The fans will support it. Where's our owners? They're not even in the country, bro. They're at the Nuggets games. They don't come to Arsenal games. They're not meeting anyone in the tunnel. They're not in it like that. They don't care about Arsenal like that. And that's been the case for 20 years. 20 years. They don't care about the club like that. As long as we're in the Champions League, as long as we're making money, they care about our business model. That is it. But your guy going into the tunnel to greet the player, are you dumb? That's what you're supposed to do, bruv. That's big boy standards, bruv. And big up Nottingham Forest. I can't even hate, fam. They're doing the fucking business this year, bruv. And what phase is their manager in? But you'll have these blue badge Arsenal fans. Yeah? I'm sorry, bruv. It's like there's water on the brain. It might not be politically correct to say that, but they're all moving like spastics. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? We don't even play nice football, bro. Like, what are you looking at? Big up Kingdom of Boxing. Who would you like to replace Arteta? Anybody, bro. Anyone competent. Xavi Alonso can come and do it. Xavi, the ex-Barcelona guy. Hansi Flick. Simeone Inzaghi. Ancelotti. Anyone. Mourinho will come and do better than Arteta right now. Anyone competent. So when people say that to me, but who is out there to get? Who would replace them? Anybody. Because who we got right now is not it. It's not doing it. I don't care if you've turned the little fortunes around and we had a couple of seconds. Because now look, we've gone backwards. Look at Liverpool. Is Slot a world-class manager or is he just competent? Everyone was dissing Liverpool. They're not going to do nothing. Klopp's gone, blah, blah, blah. Who are they going to get? Oh, you've got Slot, back slots, this, that and the other. Everyone was dissing it. No one knew nothing about Slot. Was everyone not dissing Maresca when he took over Chelsea? Chelsea, look, even though they're below us now, they look like they've got a better trajectory than we have. Their squad looks like it don't need as many pieces than we have. And we're 5 years deep. Like, come on, make it make sense to me, guys, innit? Make it make sense. If you're one of them tippity-top gooners and everything you look at is looking like gold, explain why, please. Big up Luca Talks Ball, my bro. Hope you're well, man. Make sure you go and subscribe to his channel as well. Show him some love. Putting out content also for the MK Dons as well. So big him up. He's saying, you okay? I'm alright, my bro. Hope you're well. Liverpool win 4-0 today. Yeah, I don't really see nothing different. I'm praying, copium, the footballing gods. Everything's pointing at Liverpool winning, so maybe Man United pull something off, but there's no hope, bro. Excuse me, there's no hope. There is no hope, bruv. And I don't even know if I want to watch the game because it just annoys me watching them play. And they're just competent. I see them do some good things, but Liverpool are just competent at the moment. They're the only competent team in the league. Every other team is inconsistent, one way or the other. Do you know what I'm saying? But big up Luca each and every time, man. Make sure you go and subscribe. Once I get my laptop and I can start dashing out the StreamYard link, we're going to get people on the channel, man. 100%. Big up E. Ross. The excuses outweigh the solutions. Not only with the club, but with our fan base as well. Absolute scumbags. It's like... And it's like they all go on AFTV as well. It's like Robbie goes up and down the country, going to all the nursing homes, all the mental asylums, and just getting any Arsenal fan. This Julian guy, bro. How can... I didn't think anyone would be more deluded than Ty. So it don't matter what colour you are. You could be white, but it don't matter where you're from. There's nothing to do with that. It's just about your mentality, bro. Absolutely weak. Absolutely deluded. We didn't lose. And we're trying to chase the fucking league, bro. These players are playing like... We've already got it and we're trying not to lose it. Our legend Thierry Henry, Arsenal play not to lose, Liverpool play to win. That is the difference, and you've seen it in front of your eyes. That was the last game in a nutshell. Big up Luca, go get Inzaghi. Bro, go get Inzaghi. Go and get Xavi. Go and get Xavi Alonso. Go and get Hansi Flick. Fucking Nuno, bruv. Like, anybody, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? I honestly, and I'm not even joking, I honestly believe Sam Allardyce would do better with this team. Everyone's saying no Mourinho, no Diego Simeone because they play too negative. Look at what we're watching now. This absolute dross. As Northside said, this pucaria. Look at what we are watching now. Pragmatic, dead football, and we don't even look comfortable. I wouldn't even care. I was alive. I supported Arsenal when it was 1-0 to the Arsenal. George Graham, Bruce Rioch, Tony Adams, real defenders. And just like Lee Judges said, there weren't any of this G&A shit before back in the day assists. That weren't even a thing back in the day. Don't you think that Arteta has coached all of the creativity out of this team? Do they look free to you? We got Eros, Arsenal regenerate the armoury. Yeah, do you know what I mean? But the armoury's always packed. Always packed. They had the legend Dennis Bergkamp at the armoury, but what did they do? They charged the fans to go and see him. Like, this is just a money-making scheme, bruv. A Ponzi scheme. That is Arsenal Football Club. As long as we're making money, who cares about the football? Big up S Cricket Ball. Hello, now finding your channel. Great views. Congratulations, I'm a new subscriber. Hey, big yourself up, my bro. When I finish this live, once I get the notification, I'm going to subscribe straight back. Ain't none of this, you help me and I don't do nothing for you. You know what I mean? Anyone that shows love, we show love over here. So big yourself up. Welcome to the community, my bro. Big up Kingdom of Boxing. We need you on Never a Foul. Yeah, I mean, I've been on there once. I did get invited a couple of times, but I was just having issues. Like, if you look at my channel, most of my lives are during the day. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've recently changed my internet because when I've got everyone in, I've got the 2 kids playing their Xboxes, the missus streaming Netflix, and I'm trying to do a live stream like it's all peak, innit? But I need to sort it out. I will sort it out this year. So they invited me on a couple of times and I couldn't make it, and I think it's gone a little bit sour since then, man. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm always going to stay the same. And when I went on there, they were saying, oh, like, you're trying to be one of those in-the-middle Arsenal fans, like, it's either one way or the other. And I said, you know what? I'm not even being in the middle. If anything, yeah, then I'm probably more negative because I've seen it and heard it all before at this club. Every excuse, they literally use the same PR tactics every transfer window. Do you know what I mean? But big up the Never a Foul lot. It may happen in the future. It may not. It is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? But I have been on there. It's kind of like WWE when you go on there. But, you know, as an Arsenal fan, it's not great. It's not great at the moment. It really ain't. And then the club don't do nothing. When we bought Declan Rice, I thought maybe we're turning a corner. 105 million on a DM. one that ain't that creative at that. But he's very good at what he does. He wins back the ball. He's a box-to-box crasher, like. More to kind of tidy up the mess. So I thought we might be turning the corner. But it really weren't. It was just kind of like to appease the fans. They do this. When they're backed into... The same with Arsene Wenger. The moment that we turned up to the Emirates and saw 10,000 empty seats, that's when Wenger had to go. Because that's when the club... You're now fucking with the bag. You're now fucking with the bag. You see what I'm saying? So that's when Wenger had to go. And it's the same now. There's too many people that give this club a blie, that give this club the excuse. There's too many people that have lowered their standards or have got none altogether. There's too many people that are just support the club through thick and thin. You're fair weather fans. I'm never going to not support the club. If I could change teams now, I fucking would. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't no new school. I'm not from that era. But it's like marriage, innit? It's there for life. But this club is an embarrassment. And it has been for a long time. Even in the Arsene Wenger days, we was practicing FFP long before it was even introduced. Before it was even in existence. And I tell you this now, Arsenal Football Club have never been the same since David Dein has left this club. He was the real don at this club. Forget Arsene Wenger, David Dein. So what do we need? We need help, guys. That's what we need. I'm looking to wrap this up now. We've been on over an hour. But that's what we need, guys. You know, we're still in second. Mathematically, we're not out of the title, but we're out of the title. We're done. This team has dropped way too many points. More draws than IKEA. More draws than a drugger dealer. You understand? We've got draws on deck. What do you need? You see what I'm saying? 3-5s, Qs, whatever. I'd rather have 2 more losses than all of the draws. Because they don't help you in a title race, man. So now, I'm telling Arsenal fans, give your head a wobble. Get it out of your head. We ain't getting Gyökeres. We're not getting Isak. We're not getting Osimhen. We're not getting any of these players. If we get anyone, it's going to be a dead Tesco, or it's going to be someone we didn't want. That's what it's going to be. So just get it into your mind now, so that you're not disappointed, because I've seen this time and time again. Secondly, we ain't going to win the league this year, so we need to win the cups. So if you want to kick off about anything, if Arsene Arteta goes into the Carabao Cup against Newcastle with all of these change, like fundamentally mashing up the squad because he's not taking it seriously, then that's when you need to be angry, bro, because that's our best chance of silverware this year. It ain't great. It's not what I wanted. It's not what we expected. But we're in the situation now. The milk has been spilt. We're here. So how can we salvage the season? We need to win something, if not both the cups, and we need to try and get as high up in the league as we can. That's it. We need to go into the transfer market. The squad needs help. But for some reason, the club is allergic. With all of the injuries we've got, suspensions, players in and out, we need support. But the club ain't going to do it. And like I said, if they buy anyone this transfer window, I think it will be like one player, and I think it will be right at the death, and then they're going to try and act like it was so difficult. Like, mark my words, innit? Mark my words. Big up Michael again. Do you think a different manager would do better under this ownership? I think a competent manager would. Now, it could come out that Arteta's had problems. It could come out that Arteta's been fucked up by the owners. And if that's the case, fair play. Then I'll take back half the shit I'm saying. But what I'm cussing Arteta for is stuff that the owners have got nothing to do with. Your in-game management, your decision-making, your team selection, the way you manage minutes, the way you manage your players, fitness management. There is none. If everyone's fit at Arsenal, we basically know the first 11. If Timber's fit and Calafiori's fit, we know the back 5. Raya, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Calafiori. If all of the midfield are fit, he might tinker about, but you're playing Rice out of position, Partey and Odegaard. If the front 3 are fit, it's Havertz, Saka and Martin. We know what it is. And it should never be like that. There should be competition. So these are things that Arteta can, you know what I mean? These are things that you can control. When we're rocking up to Palace and we're playing Timber and Kivior at centre-back, I can't blame the owners for that. Who can I blame for that? Apart from the guy making the decisions. When you're bringing on Ethan Nwaneri with like 6 minutes to go, how is he going to affect the game? Especially certain games we're losing or we're struggling against. The fact that we even have to rely on a 17-year-old. But regardless, as I keep saying, if you're good enough, play. So he's in the squad, cool, but manage the minutes. When we needed him to play in the midfield when Odegaard was out, you never played him, bro. So this is on you. Our best midfielder this year, you keep playing at right back. That is on you. You're fundamentally changing how we play. There's no more overlaps. Odegaard's not as creative on the right because he needs that whole side to link up. Saka, Odegaard and Timber or Ben White. So you change. So there's no more overlaps. Even Calafiori, excuse me, against Brighton, there was no overlaps. So we're fundamentally changing how we play. Every time, one man out, you know, and there's like 4 wholesale changes. So yes, to answer your question, Michael, I think a different manager would do better than Arteta right now because his game management and his tactics, guys, is a disgrace. Is a disgrace, guys. Your stubbornness is a disgrace. I knew he would come out and chat shit about that penalty yesterday. I knew it. That's why I didn't watch it. Excuse making. That wasn't good enough. How are you looking at that team and saying, that team's winning the league? Like, it's fucking not. It's dreadful. It don't even look natural. There's side to side. You got Mourinho fucking spinning like a Beyblade, bruv. Going round in circles. What is this guy? You're gangly for nothing. The Spanish earthworm Jim. Oh, but he got an assist. That weren't an assist. How much running did Nwaneri have to do and put the shot away himself? But that's an assist nowadays in modern football. Get the fuck out of it. Mourinho just plays on the edge of the game, bro. That's what he does. And how is that good enough? I think Jorginho's a better player. I don't know who's faster. Like Battle of the Snails. But Jorginho controls the game better than Moreno. And Jorginho's old, he's not good enough now. He ain't got the legs. But he's a more knowledgeable player. When he plays in the middle, I feel better than when Moreno plays in the middle. But then look what we rocked up with. 3 fridges in the midfield and then another fridge at right back. And we're expected to create. Like, it's crazy, man. It is crazy. But yeah, Michael, to answer your question, I feel another competent manager. You think Slot will be making them decisions there? I'm surprised Raya hasn't played up front. Like, you keep trying to change everyone. You're going out to buy a centre-back as our left-back. Like, what is going on? Big up Eros Juliet. Yeah, Juliet, bro. Big up Eros. He actually winds me up, bro. He winds me up, bro. Like, there's certain people I cannot watch. And then when I watch Robbie, and I swear that other guy, Laurie, that's his brother, innit? The Lyle brothers. I used to like them, innit? But they get on my nerves now. I don't hate them, like, but I see it gets on my nerves. Fuck all of your devil's advocate shit. Yeah? And when a fan comes out and chats like me and starts getting upset and irate and... You get me? You're always coming with your devil's advocate questions. Bruv, ain't this meant to be a fan channel, bruv? We want to hear from the fans. I don't want to hear from you. You keep taking the mic back, putting in your 2 pence. What about this, though? Who would you get? Well, shut up, bruv. We don't want to hear what you're saying. We want to hear from the fans. Turkish was having his interview with Laurie yesterday, and Laurie keeps taking the mic away to ask another question before he's even finished. You don't like what Turkish is saying. It's too negative for you. So you can see Laurie's trying to push him on, trying to change the subject. Shut up, bruv. You little ball-head idiot. We want to hear from the fans. We don't want to hear from you, man. We know you, man, are top gooners. You want to just be in with the club, get invited to the tours. Oh, AFTV in Africa, AFTV in America. These men are millionaires off of our embarrassment. And I didn't mind AFTV when it first came out because the fans need a voice. But now you're trying to control that. Lee Judges, shoot Arteta. I'll shoot the whole lot of them, bruv. But man's getting fucking his whole interview edited and re-uploaded on AFTV. I'm sick of it, bro. And if you don't like what's going on at your club, if you've got any standards, go and support Spurs then. Why? They're worse than what we are, bruv. With Daniel Levy, bruv. We're only a little bit better than them, though, in terms of our history. We literally move like the same. Spicy Spurs. And Spurs are spicy Leeds. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Beyonce and Formula One at their... Why did they get a new stadium? You think it's bad at Arsenal? It's even worse at Spurs. But it's the same thing. A club with such infrastructure doing so badly, moving like a small club with everything to succeed. Spurs have got money just like Arsenal have got money. Don't get it twisted. But it's a business first. So when you all realise that, there you go, innit? If you get angry like me and you want something done, stop supporting the club financially, because that's what I did. No more season tickets. No more am I going to them games. No more am I buying them poison hot dogs. No more am I buying that pissy beer. Yeah? No more am I going into the stadium trying to go toilet and everyone smoking fags and zoots in the toilets. Like, no more am I going and seeing a new fucking top at the Armoury and new jackets, but we ain't got new players. Like, I'm not doing it no more. I don't do it no more. Since the early 2000s, I don't attend. Call me what you want, armchair fan. I don't care what you say, bro. I've supported this club my whole life. I don't need validation from nobody. And I know what I'm talking about. The same way the club is acting, we have been doing this forever, bro. Even in the Arsene Wenger days when we was winning everything, it was David Dean pulling the fucking strings behind the scenes, bro. Big up Kingdom of Boxing, your fan base is definitely split when it comes to Arteta, of course. But like I said, it's mostly the young fans that have seen us finish 8th, seen us finish 5th, seen us doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So now they've seen someone come in, change things around a little bit, which he did, and I'll give him credit for that. I gave him credit. But now you've got to earn your bread, bro. You got to earn the money, innit? And this season we've gone backwards. So any criticism you get, you deserve. It's on you. And it's on the owners of the club. But the fans, a lot of the fans that are split, that are either very, very old, and I'm not trying to be ageist, it just is the truth. They're either very, very old, or they're very young. Because anyone around my age bracket, bro, we're all saying the same thing. Because we've seen our club push on only to see it drop back again. 3rd biggest club in the country. We're not. You're so entitled. You're not guaranteed to win everything every year. No, you're not. Because that's not how football works. But we should be guaranteed to be fucking challenging every year. We should be guaranteed to be spending in the transfer market to put us in the best positions every fucking year. Every year. So I'm sick of this shit, bro. And like E. Ross says, sick of seeing Partey at right back. It's bullshit, bro. Absolutely. Absolute bollocks. At any other team, if they've got a striker out, are you going to then see them playing a midfielder as a striker? Like, I have seen it once or twice. Like, I'm pretty sure, who was it? Tottenham. That Archie Gray, ain't he a midfielder or something? He was playing in defence. Like, but we're talking about a one-off thing. We're not talking about like, everyone knew, everyone knew the Brighton game, the moment Timber was suspended, we knew who was playing right back. Everybody. And I was even hoping that Mikel Arteta would tinker again and just surprise us like he did with the Timber Kivior centre-backs. We all knew what he was going to do. Lo and behold, Thomas Partey at right back. Nothing in the midfield. And I don't even think Thomas Partey's that creative, right? But when he's in the midfield, he actually controls the game. Breaks up play, moves the ball forward. So one player's out at right back, you don't put another defender there, you put a midfielder there. One with no legs. Oh, yeah. If I had any hair left, guys, I'd be pulling it out. I'm telling you that right now. Thinner than the back of my head. This is what this squad is right now. But anyway, let me go. Let me know what you think we're going to do. Do you think we're going to get surprised this January? You think we're going to see anyone come in? Listen, if anyone does come in, it's going to be right towards the end of the window. It's probably going to be someone we don't want, and we're going to be hearing about how hard it is in January. You get me? How hard it's going to be in January. How hard it's going to be in January. Fucking waste, man, bro. We got Kingdom of Boxing. Low-key, actually. Well, I don't try to be, man. I try to have a little laugh here and then, but try to put a little bit of humour on things. Because if you don't laugh, you're going to cry, bro. I'm going to cry. I've seen it way too much, my guy. I've seen Van Persie leave my club. I've seen Fabregas leave my club. Henry leave my club. And they all say the same thing. The club lacks ambition. And I don't see anything changing. But here we go. Drop a like, subscribe, leave your comments down below. You get me? Let me know your thoughts, man. What are we going to do this January? Mark my words. If we do anything, and I'm saying if, one, maybe two players at a push, right at the end of the transfer window, players that none of us wanted. Mark my words. But big up everyone. Show some love on the way in or way out. Like the video, as I said. Leave your comments below. It helps out a little YouTuber. You get me? And we'll probably be back tomorrow with another show. You get me? So enjoy the football today. Let's cope that United can maybe get something out of Liverpool. But you know what I mean? And we'll be back again soon, people. Big up.